Today is celebrating World Water Day. Now, briefly, we'll look at the history of World Water Day. United Nations in the year 1992, December to be precise, 22nd of December, met and in their General Assembly in Geneva took the decision because they realized by these statistics I'm going to give to you today that in the past 300 years, the wetlands all around our planet has been disappearing, and to the extent of 85% of the wetland has disappeared. And you know what that means? Serious hazard for mankind. And the projection is that in the next, by the year 2030, we will have a total of 1.6 to 1.8 billion people not having access to fresh water, and that is big disaster. And about 2.8 billion people in our planet will have sanitation problem, and about 1.8 billion people will not have access to hygienic water to wash their hands. And you know that our hands, they are the vector for the transmission of disease. Dirty hands are vectors for the transmission of disease. And when there is no clean water, 1.8 billion people will have this challenge. We in the medical field focuses and put more value to the importance of water, especially for healthcare purpose. If we remove water, like the slogan says, no water, no life. Water, they say, is life. Now, water to health has so much importance. Water helps to make sure that the temperature of every individual stays at a balanced level. And when the temperature is not at a normal level, a lot of health challenges is initiated. And most health challenges, once they set in, except steps are taken to reverse them, that process that is initiated by that temperature continues to expand and it comes to a crisis level. Number two, water is important for metabolism. We eat, we drink, and without water helping to digest, eliminate waste in the system, health becomes hazardous. Now, water is also important for our joints. We move, we go around. Today we see an increase in the sicknesses related to the musculoskeletal part of the body. People have spinal cord challenges. People have serious arthritis, rheumatism. Now, this is coming because the water they take in is very acidic. Now, we have other importance of water. Water helps with the vertebral column and helps with the brain function. Water helps, for other processes in the body that helps to keep the body at a state of homeostasis. So water, over 80% of health is dependent on water. So we say without water, there is no life. All right. Now, the 2/3 of the world today is encompassed with water because of the importance of water. The nature has it that way, that we have 2/3 of the world covered with water, and the body is made up of 2/3 of water and blood, and that is to tell you the importance of water. Now, we have several waterborne diseases that are on the increase. The world, United Nations has set, SDG, Sustainable Development, a program or goals to be able to achieve a availability of water and, making sure that the environment is sanitized. So the goal set by United Nations called SDG 6 is targeted at bringing water available to mankind, and sanitation by the year 2030. And when we look at this goal right now, the pace at which progress is made is so slow that we need 4 times the speed of awareness. And that is why this year, the theme for this year's World Water Day is accelerating solutions for health and sanitation, accelerating solutions now to save water and sanitation before the year 2030. Now the pace is so slow. We need you and I, we need corporations, we need individuals, we need the governments to take responsibility, and this responsibility starts from you. Today we are coming live because we want everyone to participate in the process of this change. Now the world is water and sanitation is tending towards crisis. That is why the World Health Organization, that is why United Nations has set this goal for mankind to work intentionally, deliberately, forcefully towards making sure that mankind doesn't go into extinction. All right? Because when water is hard, when water is not available, it means life will go into extinction. Now, we need to take this goal serious, and each and every one of us, especially those healthcare workers, healthcare consultants, those working in the healthcare industry, and everyone that is watching, that is listening to me, let the change start from you. Now, the change can start from you if, first of all, you are able to understand the value that water has. Now, water is so important to every one of us on the planet, and we need to take responsibility to conserve it, to preserve it, and to make it available. If you make sure you don't engage in the wasting of water, if you make sure you don't engage in the pollution of water, then you are contributing to saving mankind from the disaster, from the crisis that is brewing. Now, it is crisis that is coming, so we need to put our hands together to make sure that this crisis is prevented. Your water running in your house, make sure there's no wastage. There's no wastage to that water by making sure that your tap, your running tap in the house is well maintained. Some people have their water running and wasting in their houses. Now, this is contrary to the policy of providing good and fresh water, because you engage in wastage of water. Now, number 2, you make sure that you provide water that is fresh. Now, all over the place we see that people in the process of getting water, they go for any kind of water. Some go, buy sachet water, some go take rainwater. Sometimes, might travel to the north. I discovered that a family, all they drink is the rainwater, and they say this is God's water because of their own level of awareness. They believe that that's the best water to drink. But I tell you, all of the children, as I did examination for them, health examination, they were all sick, and the sickness was traceable to the water. Water-borne disease are so wide, but most of them we have today is cholera. We have cholera, and it is widespreading. And we have other forms of waterborne diseases that are spreading. And this water diseases is taking the toll in the population. Many people are losing their lives. The percentage of people dying as a result of taking bad water is on the increase, because the effort of individuals and government to make sure that bad water is eliminated, to make sure that good water is available, fresh water is available, is too slow. And that is why we are carrying out this crusade. So back to that story. All of the children are sick because of the water they are drinking, rain water. And rainwater is one of the most polluted water because as the water comes from the atmosphere, it carries diseases, carries particles through the zinc, and that is what it takes. So when we examined them, we saw that in their body there is a lot of element of lead, mercury, that were in their system because of the water they were taking. And they had a lot of health challenges, like typhoid. Typhoid was prevalent. And not only that, we have many of them there in the north that I checked, especially states in the north, they had a lot of kidney diseases. And water and kidney, you can find out that the bad water causes kidney diseases because the kidney needs good water to function. Now, most people today are having kidney stones, kidney failure. Why? Because one, they don't drink enough water. Two, they don't drink the quality water. Later on I will go into the characteristics of water. But because of this inability to take the correct water, enough water, we have these diseases very rampant. People are coming, they have mental health challenges because they don't take the right water. Because people take water that are leaded, water that are filled with lead and heavy metals. And when they drink this water goes into the blood and by the time it is circulated, it flows into the brain. The capillaries of the brain, start having problem, and some of them start having mental health challenges. So bad water can cause mental health challenges. Bad water can cause digestive problem. Bad water can cause kidney failures. Bad water can cause joint serious arthritis problem. Bad water can cause high blood pressure because it will make circulation to be impeded. Now, the list is so much that we cannot, name all of them live today. But my point to every one of us, my cry to every one of us is that your body is crying for water. Ladies and gentlemen, your body is crying for the right water. And because of that, many are dying. We want to reverse this trend. Today, World Water Day, we want to reduce the rate of death that are caused by bad water. All right? So if you can join me, if she can join me, if the corporation can join me, if we can put our hands together, we can reduce the death rate caused as a result of bad water. What can we do? What should we do to avert the crisis that is coming? Now, your little contribution can go a very far way by the time we put these contributions together. Now, we engage in the production of clean water to help reduce the non-availability of this water. People go into production of water today, and some going into, without the knowledge. But I encourage us to take courses in hydrotherapy and start to engage in the business, because water has global importance of both health, agriculture, business or trade, and the ecosystem. So the aspect of trade, individuals are encouraged to engage in producing quality water that can help reverse health challenges. And in Havilah Wellness Center, we have one of the best quality water called Cajun water. Cajun water has these qualities of good water. I think I need to take a sip. Today, World Water Day. Everyone need to get some water. It's so unique. This Cajun water, oh, so refreshing. Is the water that has all the characteristics of fresh quality water that can reverse health challenges. You can find this in Havilah, and we want to encourage everyone to also participate in the process of producing high quality water for mankind. This water has active hydrogen. Now, normally the water have formula is H2O. All right, two particles of hydrogen and one of oxygen. And hydrogen, once it is heightened in the water, makes the water to be more watery. So in this water we have active hydrogen. Okay, we have microcluster, meaning that the molecules of the water, they are tiny and they can absorb into the cells of the body. And once the water can absorb into the cells of the body, most health challenges are eliminated. Now, the water is antioxidant. It slows the rate at which the cells are dying. Once the cells are dying so fast, health challenges start coming. But when you take water like this, you discover that the water is antioxidant, it's health, it has a lot of health benefit, becomes like medicine. And above all, our Cajun Energic water has a negative ORP. What do we mean by negative ORP? ORP is defined as oxidation reduction potential. Oxidation reduction potential. Now, this negative oxidation reduction potential means that this water has less pollutants. This water is medicinal. Most swimming pools in Europe and some countries, they are tested with a machine, with the ORP machine, to make sure that the water is negative before people are allowed to swim in it. Why? Because they don't want people to go and swim in those waters and come back with waterborne diseases. So, but when the water has a negative ORP, the water is free from most health challenges, and the water becomes like fruits. The water becomes like fruits. Like when you check an apple and you put an ORP machine, all right, an ORP machine, you discover that an apple has -6 ORP. But when you put our ORP machine in this Cajun water to test it, it has -400. Now, with that negative ORP, we discover that our water is medicinal. It can reverse most health challenges that we talked about. Digestion, it can help to improve digestion and metabolism. It can help to improve the memory. It can help to, alleviate cardiovascular challenges, diabetics, eyes problem. So water has a lot of importance when it comes to health. Today we want to present to our world as our little contribution the Energic water, Cajun Energic water to the world. Get it whenever you can. Pay a visit to Havilah and get a free cup of water today. Today, as our contribution, anyone that visits Havilah will get a free cup of Cajun Energic water to drink. The most active, hydrogen water, the most microclustered water, the antioxidant water, and it's alkaline also and has a negative ORP. These qualities make this water a powerful, water for everyone, to take. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I round up, I want to say that water is inevitable. Every one of us needs to make sure they take a decision of ingesting the right water, not just any water. Our African people says water not to kill African man. It is not true. So they drink water from the rain, or they dig water, from the stream. They drink water from the well that is not covered. No, take a conscious effort, make a conscious effort, and make sure that you get the right kind of water. And Japanese, the Chinese, where we have the blue zones, all right, they drink the right kind of water, and the average lifespan of the Japanese is above 80 years old. All right, so today let us join the crusade, join the blue zone, and engage in taking the right kind of water, and that is the water that gives life. And once again, I say, join this crusade with us so that we can help many come out of waterborne health challenges that is ravaging the whole world. God bless you, and I want you to connect with us every time. Whenever we have a new video, you will be among the first people to get the videos that are coming, upcoming videos that are coming in the days ahead. God bless you, and have a wonderful World Water Day celebration.